Welcome back to my channel. It's Living Lindsey, and I help women step into their dream bodies through living a healthier lifestyle. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. That would mean the world to me. But today I wanted to cover the topic of anemia and how to heal your iron deficiency and boost your iron levels for good. Okay? Because this is something I have struggled with significantly in my life. I literally saved my life. I saved my life. I used to weigh 300 pounds and I was extremely sick at the time. I could barely walk. I just honestly felt so depleted. Now I live a much healthier and more balanced lifestyle, and I was actually able to heal my anemia that I've struggled with. I have struggled with anemia for around 8 years, since like 2018, but basically I was super overweight, I was obese, I could barely walk, barely exercise, I was addicted to alcohol and nicotine. I just became very stressed in my life, which led me to developing mono, and when I got mono, I was knocked out for like a couple months straight, and mono led me to discovering that I had really low iron levels. And so just to preface so that you guys understand what anemia is basically when you have such low iron levels that your red blood cell count becomes super low, and so you experience symptoms such as shortness of breath, your throat tightening up, not being able to sleep because you have such horrible heart palpitations, like you can feel like your heart pounding out of your chest. You feel like you're gonna faint all the time. You get very lightheaded and dizzy when you stand up. Just overall fatigue, and so that's really what I experienced. I remember like a period of time where I didn't want to hang out with anyone because I felt so crappy because I literally could not breathe. And it was hard for me to even sleep at that point because my throat was like closing up on me because I had such low red blood cell count. I have changed my diet tremendously from a lot of different approaches and changes in my life, such as eating a more balanced diet full of nutrition dense meals, and also improving my exercise and staying consistent at the gym. But that's not all I want to talk about today. I specifically want to tell you how to heal anemia and your iron levels so that if you do come across any of those symptoms I just mentioned, you can heal this once and for all. It took me 8 years, but even from last year, my iron levels were at 74 in 2025, and now they are currently sitting at 137 in 2026. And my iron saturation went up by 20%, okay? It was at 20% last year, and it's at 40% now. And the strategy I'm about to tell you is literally so simple. Like, it's actually so simple, and it just consists of a few different things that you need to implement into your diet. The first thing that you want to do to heal your iron levels and boost them up is, if you're a woman in your luteal phase, about like 2 or 3 days before you start your cycle, you need to eat a steak. Eat a steak. Buy the damn steak. Go to Trader Joe's and get a giant steak and make it so good with all the butter you want and eat that, because I noticed around my period I was naturally craving more red meat, but for some reason I had this misconception that like red meat is like bad for you, or I just didn't like how it made me feel more heavy and lethargic, so I thought like red meat was like bad to incorporate in your diet. Like, I prefer chicken, you know? But around my period, about 2 or 3 days before, I am craving that red meat, girl. And I'm like, let me get my ass to the store and get a steak because I'm about to eat that thing. But point is, 2 to 3 days before your cycle, go get a steak and eat the damn steak, okay? It's not bad for you. Vegans, I am so sorry for you, but you need to find a way to get more iron, because that change right there of just eating 1 to 2 steaks a month literally has helped. And I've only ate steak the past year. So I know that this significantly made a huge difference with boosting my iron levels. The week of your cycle, you're gonna want to start taking iron. This is the iron that I take, and I take it just the week of my cycle, and that has made a huge difference as well in boosting my iron levels. Taking an iron supplement and eating steak the week of your period is going to boost your levels like never before. And I wish I would have known this a lot sooner, because literally eating steak and taking those iron supplements made all of the difference. Another significant change that I made to boost my iron levels in the last year, and altogether, it's been a long journey, but I try to refrain from alcohol consumption. And like, I'll have a drink here and there, but I literally haven't drank alcohol since like in 6 months. Oh my gosh, that's the longest I've gone without drinking. But this is because alcohol is super acidic. Try to refrain from alcohol if you notice you have a lot of symptoms of anemia. Also avoid coffee. Coffee is also very acidic, so you kind of want to avoid those two as well. Sugar, that's a good one to avoid in general. Lastly, you're going to want to potentially get off your birth control pill, because I noticed that when I started taking birth control, not only did I gain so much weight, but my iron levels were whack. And so I think that this honestly contributed to my struggles with anemia as well. So I just want to forewarn women out there that this is something I've struggled with, and you can heal from this if you consider getting off the pill. Of course, I'm not a doctor. Talk to your doctor or physician and just mention, hey, do you think that this is contributing to my iron level deficiencies? Because they will likely tell you no, but it's a proven study that it actually does reduce your iron levels. And so if you do want to stay on the pill, you should consider taking a B complex pill and vitamin B6, and make sure that you're eating iron-rich foods like steak and red meat. Just make sure you're aware of getting the right minerals and nutrients that your body needs if you do decide to stay on the pill. But literally coming off birth control has helped my iron levels go back up so much. It's actually insane. And I was at my heaviest and at my most inflamed when I was on the pill. If we consider some of these alternatives or substitutes that can increase our iron levels, we're just gonna feel so much better, because let me tell you, I feel so much better compared to when I did last year. And I've also lost 30 pounds while boosting my iron levels. So here's a little recap on the ways that you can boost your iron levels. So first, you're going to eat your steak 2 to 3 days before your cycle starts or during your period. And then you are going to reduce your alcohol and coffee consumption. Take an iron supplement the week of your cycle or 2 weeks out of the month, your choice. Consider getting off of your birth control pill and talking to your doctor on if that can contribute to your iron levels at all. Or substitute with B complex, B6, and vitamin B12. And then lastly, you're just gonna wanna make sure that you're incorporating enough protein, fruits, and veggies into your diet, because this can significantly impact your overall health too if you are eating pizza and breads and starches and so much sugar. Of course, it's going to impact your iron levels. So make sure that you're just being aware and mindful and intuitive on what your body needs so that we can heal our iron levels forever, okay? This is everything that I wish I would have known that contributed to healing my iron levels and boosting them within only a year. And I just wish I would have known this strategy before this whole journey. So if this helps me, I know it'll help you. Stay tuned for more videos on how to live a healthier lifestyle, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And yeah, have an amazing day. Love y'all. Don't forget that to live is to love.